Alright, so in the previous video, we created those three images. And the idea is to create containers to run and test them. So for that reason, the next step is to use this script. So basically, this script runs the Docker Compose, okay, command. By the way, the parameters are the name of the project and also the file name of the Docker YAML file. All right, we will discuss it in depth, but this is a very key part, the creation of this directory. All right, actually our YAML file has four services, all right, which are Mongo Express, backend, and frontend. But those three of relate on this one, which is the MongoDB container. And this is a key part, because if in our root directory that will be this location, of course it may be a different, okay, it doesn't matter. The idea is that inside the root directory it has to exist the data directory, which is mapped into a volume. All right, and if for some reason this directory and subdirectory does not exist, the container will be in an error status. All right, so after that, let's jump into the action, and let's run this script and see what's going on. All right, very good. So what is happening right now? Let's try to right. So in this part, our YAML file will connect to our Docker registry. We then will download our images, and then we'll create each services with this parameters. Of course, this is a very important part in at least from my point of view. I try to include a health check routine, okay, in the most important services. All right. So the idea is to be pretty sure that the data layer is up and running as we expect. All right. Also, as you can see, well, actually, I try to use an EMB for credential management, but maybe I will focus in next versions. So basically, each services use our online images, and also we have directives such as depends on, obviously, and all the three of them depends on DB, and the condition or the status of this container has to be or must to be service healthy. And finally, I'm using static IP addresses with the intention to have a better control of each services. Okay, and also there, all of the four of them are stick to this network. All right, and as we discussed at the beginning, the volume, it's very important. Right, so as you can see, four services are created, and also our MongoDB service is in healthy. Mongo Express, I didn't create an image for these services because I just need to use the original images, okay, which is this, and it is not using for this project a specific setup. So let's check this out. All right, the four of them are up and running, and also our DB is in healthy status. Uh, those are the open ports. Okay, let's double check in our host OS what is going on with these ports. So I will list my ports in listening mode. All right, so this one is the MongoDB. This one is a Mongo Express. This one is the backend, and this one is the frontend. So let's test the first one. All right. Very good. Let's clean the cache. That's it. So topic store DB is the database. Yeah. And inside of this, there is a collection called topics, and with data inside of it. Looking good. Right, so this is the Mongo Express container. All right, so let's try to connect to our endpoint. So for that will be API topics. All right, so can get all right, API topics. Why not? Maybe I'm forgetting something. Let's check. Let me see. Docker logs backend. Yeah, it is up and running. Yeah, I forgot. I misunderstood the listening port. Looking good. Okay, so if we got an output as we expected, let's jump into the web browser and let's see what's going on with the front end. All right. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that is correct. This is the front end of this project. All right, so final thoughts. This was quite challenge to tackle because I had to do a couple of changes. All right, so for example, in the import data, I had to do little tricks in the original source code. That was the only way to work on it. Also, one of the trickiest part was to work with the backend, specifically to load environment variables. All right, so that's why I would like to run a couple of videos, like a walkthrough series, to show how each of the services were created, because the process to create each Docker file for each of the services was a quite journey. Yeah, of course, it was a really great experience. Also, I had a lot of time to not see applications designed using the EJS template. All right, so maybe this application is kind of a legacy. And also, and last but not least, there's a couple of security infosec consideration to talk about. Okay, so like the open ports and interfaces that are in listening. All right, so for example, this one. Okay, this might be a security hole. All right, so uh, I'm sure we will talk about this in a future video, how we reach this status. But yep, the application is up and running, and all of the code is again in my GitHub repository. In maybe in a couple of days, the main branch will be merged with my experimental branch. All right, and yeah, all you need is to go to my README and go to challenge number 2, and you will get uh, details, okay, about this work. All right, so any question, any comment, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.